always scary because the board kind of turns, and in this turn there's always cars coming. My name is Jeffrey, like the giraffe. I am 25, just turned 25. I like music, movies, skating. Speed bumps aren't scary because it is kind of scary because you're crouched down and you could kind of get out of balance, but it's kind of helpful. But at the same time, they're kind of scary. I got into it growing up as a kid, seeing a buddy of mine like do a bunch of tricks when we were in middle school, and I always thought it was really cool. And then picking up a board from my mom I got as a gift. It was like a shitty board, but it still managed to get me to balance. Just recently got into longboarding through a buddy of mine. He was a really good friend of mine. His name was Sam Nurbash. One day I was coming home from the grocery store with my mom, and I saw this Jeep outside for the past 2 days, just parked in my spot or near my house, and I was like, who is that? Second day I saw him, he started going down the hill on a skateboard, on his longboard I should say, and I was like, that's really cool. Third day I came back, and as I was putting the groceries, he was there, and he was going down, and he ate shit literally in front of my house. He like fell hard. I'm like, whoa, and I'm like, you okay? And he just gets up like, oh yeah, I'm fine. He's like, it's nothing. And he was telling me that he's had worse falls by breaking his collarbone, and I told him that I had fractured my collarbone the year before, and we started talking for like an hour, like I knew him forever, and then got his number, and then talked about how we should go skating together. A regular day would be again one of those nights where we'd hang out, pick up, he'd get his board in my trunk, we'd drive to get some beers, like maybe like a 6-pack, and just drink one, talk, and then go to the parking lots on Canoga or the one by the AMC first because it was bigger and longer. So usually we'd start up there, and sometimes we just be lazy and just get off the elevator and just go straight down. So see you down there. And he's like, no, you have to use your body to turn and move. I was like, I don't like that. I need to make sharp turns. He's like, you can do it. You just gotta learn how to do it. So he taught me how to move with my body more and pick up speed, and now I'm an adrenaline junkie because of him. I kinda like that. This is the board. It's a rain longboard. It says right here. It's like he always told me. It's like it's a $500 board. It's a $500 board. It's an expensive board. So he decked out the stickers on it. I was even thinking of putting a sticker in there myself, just to keep it going. It's a pretty long board. It's a racer board. So this is one of those boards that you use to race apparently. I do plan to fix it up a little bit. Maybe put a better grip on it. And maybe get the same wheels and just, make it look nice and fresh.
Hey Jeffrey, Officer Saltville, Los Angeles Police Department. Thanks for returning my call. Give me a call on my cell, 818-406-3745 when you get a chance. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Again, Officer Saltville, 818-406-3745. Bye-bye.
Once I knew the officer called me from his cell phone, like I knew it had to be something. And then called the next morning, scared. Or when I called him, he picked up and he was like, "How are you?" I'm like, "I'm good." I'm thinking like, should I be good? Should I not be? Should I be worried? And then he's like, "Do you know Sam Nurbash, right?" I'm like, "Yeah, he's my neighbor." He's like, "Yeah, well, I hate to be the one to have to tell you this, but he committed suicide yesterday. And I was like, no, like, you're joking, right? What happened? You know what? What happened? He's like, well, he shot himself. And I told him, how? He didn't have a gun. He never mentioned a gun. And he told me he had bought it like 2 months ago. And I was like, well, where did he do it? And he said, apparently in the living room, but that he left a suicide note, and that it explains why he did it in the note. Once I found that out, I went Friday to the parents because I had time to talk to the parents, and, you know, pay my respects. The mom just, like, you know, grabbed me, started crying, and he wasn't happy. He was in a depression he couldn't get out of, and that was the only way he found out that he hopes people forgive him, and his parents were the best ever. Then they were the ones that told me that I was in the suicide note. They wanted me to keep the board. Then I saw on the note my name and then my phone number. So the officer didn't tell me that. So I had to find out myself and see that. So that was kind of hard to see. I felt devastated. I didn't know what to think. I didn't know what to feel. I mean, that was... At that moment, I realized that I had lost someone really, really close to me, and I didn't even realize it until they were gone. I definitely don't look at a skateboard now and make fun of it because he doesn't have a longboard. Because that's what my friend Sam told me not to do. He told me, no, man, it doesn't matter. He has a skateboard. That's cool enough. So every time I see someone longboarding or skating, I think of him, and I still do it for my own use, for fun. Again, like when I come, if I'm a little tipsy, if I smoke a little bit, I like to just put on some headphones and skate down the hill and, you know, do it for him. I still stand by longboarding as opposed to skateboarding, but I don't think I would have picked up a longboard if it wasn't for him.